It's all happening at FC Barcelona. From major transfer pursuits to big preseason decisions, the Blaugrana are entering a crucial stretch this summer. Deco continues chasing Luis Diaz, but Liverpool may finally be softening their stance. Meanwhile, Barça face a blow in their pursuit of young star Kuro, and Hansi Flick is ready to trim his 36-man squad down to just 26 for the Asia Tour. Who's in? Who's out? And is Jan Virgili about to explode onto the big stage? Plus, Denzel Dumfries offered to Barcelona? Let's break it all down. Barcelona continue to hold a serious interest in Liverpool and Colombia winger Luis Diaz in their bid to strengthen the left flank this summer. The signing of the 28-year-old is seen as difficult due to the economic challenges, coupled with the fact that the attacker is attracting interest from Bayern Munich and Saudi Arabia. Moreover, Liverpool have maintained a firm stance of not wanting to sell the Colombian international thus far. Liverpool identify Luis Diaz replacement. However, in a positive development for Barcelona, Alex Crook of TalkSport, hat tip Mundo Deportivo, reports that while waiting for an offer that meets their expectations, Liverpool are beginning to accept that Luis Diaz may leave Anfield this summer. As Liverpool seek to finalize a deal for the Colombian winger, the club's sporting department is already preparing for the possibility of his departure. The Premier League champions are scouring the market for replacements, and one of the names under consideration is Newcastle United winger Anthony Gordon. The 24-year-old England international has been with the Magpies since 2023, having joined from Everton. Born in Liverpool, an opportunity to move back to Merseyside might appeal to the winger. Meanwhile, Barcelona are waiting for Díaz to take a stronger stance and push back against Liverpool. The Premier League champions are set to play their first preseason friendly on July 26 in Hong Kong against AC Milan, and there is speculation that the Colombian may even skip the trip in an effort to force a move. FC Barcelona remain on the lookout for exciting young talents in Spain and abroad to strengthen the La Masia ranks and produce future superstars from within the club. The recent signings of Rooney Bargi and Lovro Chelsea this summer showcase Deco and Company's continued focus on youth reinforcements. Barcelona suffer setback in pursuit of Luis Navarro Kuro. According to AS, Barcelona also had their sights set on Atletico Madrid academy prodigy Luis Navarro, also known as Kuro. However, the youngster, who is celebrating his 16th birthday today, has turned down overtures from the Blaugrana and has committed to signing a new contract with Atletico Madrid. Indeed, the teenager has turned down numerous offers not only from Barça, but also Real Madrid and nearly every other major Spanish club. Having turned 16 today alongside his twin brother Pablo, and will be eligible to sign his first professional contract, which he will do next week. Kuro will commit to Atletico until 2028, fulfilling his dream and a major objective for Los Rojiblancos. Who is Kuro? Kuro joined Atletico Madrid's academy in 2018 and has always been highly regarded within the club. Capable of playing as a winger, attacking midfielder, or an interior midfielder, the 16-year-old is known for his technical quality, vision, attacking presence, and dangerous set pieces. Despite intense efforts from other clubs including Barcelona to lure him away, he has never wavered in his ambition to succeed at Atletico Madrid. The upcoming preseason tour could be massive for FC Barcelona and especially for Hansi Flick. That is because there are sporting benefits to the tour that go beyond the financial gains involved. For the Barcelona coach, it could be a great opportunity to fully assess his squad. Interestingly, however, the benefit of getting to try out new players and test unproven talent is a major contributor to those benefits. Over the last few days, Hansi Flick has been training several players from the youth teams as well, and they seem to have a lot to prove. Jan Virgili set to travel for the preseason tour. Unfortunately, however, not every player will end up making it to the final squad list that will travel to Asia for the Barcelona preseason tour. In that regard, Flick will have some big decisions to make in terms of which players to take with him and which players to leave behind, with some young players impressing during these early days. According to journalist Nacho Jimenez, one player who is almost guaranteed a spot on Barcelona's preseason tour to Asia is Jan Virgili. The promising young winger has caught the eye during training and is expected to be among the 26-man squad heading out with the first team. Virgili was recently spotted having a one-on-one conversation with head coach Hansi Flick during a session, further fueling speculation that he's made a strong impression. His performances so far in preseason have been among the most impressive, making his inclusion a logical move. At the same time, Barcelona continue to explore options for new wingers in the transfer market, showing that the search for attacking depth is still very much a priority. Moreover, his unique qualities provide exactly the kind of profile that Barcelona is currently looking for. With wingers in a high demand right now, the Catalan club is looking both at their own youth talents to provide those profiles while simultaneously looking at their transfer market to have some options as well. So far, however, their search for a new winger from outside the club has not been too successful. Still, they remain linked to Liverpool forward Luis Diaz, and it is expected that Barcelona will end up making another move for him at some point. Inter Milan have officially confirmed the transfer of Franco Carboni to Empoli. The 22-year-old left-back, who is also the brother of Inter's Valentin Carboni, has joined on loan with a mandatory purchase clause that will see Empoli buy him outright at the end of the season. Meanwhile, over in Spain, reports are emerging that Dutch right-back Denzel Dumfries has been offered to Barcelona. The offer reportedly came through his agent Jorge Mendes, with the player's release clause currently set at €25 million. The Argentine had been on their books since 2020 and had loan experiences at Cagliari, Monza, Ternana, River Plate, and Venezia. Spanish outlet Sport reports that superagent Jorge Mendes recently pitched the idea of Denzel Dumfries to Barcelona during a meeting with the club. While Barça officials were reportedly interested in the proposal, the timing could prove tricky. Dumfries has a €25 million release clause that expires at the end of July, leaving the Catalan club with very little time to act, especially given their current financial constraints. The Blaugrana have other priorities right now in different areas of the squad that require reinforcement. Last season, the 29-year-old Dutch international scored 11 goals and provided 6 assists in 47 competitive appearances. FC Barcelona held an open training session on Thursday morning, granting 15 minutes of access for media at the Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper. Before the session, Hansi Flick greeted the press in a friendly manner to welcome them to the new season, while chatting with them off the record. One of the Barça manager's first key calls will be finalizing the list of players who will travel on the upcoming Asia Tour, during which the team will face Vissel Kobe, FC Seoul, and FC Daegu in 3 friendly matches in Japan and South Korea. 10 players to stay behind. And according to Mundo Deportivo, Hansi Flick's intention is to take no more than 26 players on the tour. The Barcelona boss currently has a group of 36 players, including both first-team and reserve players, some of whom featured regularly for Juvenil last season. Before the squad boards the plane, he will need to make a first cut, and several players will remain in Barcelona to continue working at the Ciutat Esportiva. Meanwhile, Oriol Romeu is also unlikely to travel. The coach does not count on him, and although he still has 1 year left on his contract, the club's idea is to find him a new destination as soon as possible. The situations of Andreas Christensen, Pau Victor and Inaki Peña will also need to be monitored. What about the academy players? Flick acknowledged his great satisfaction with the work and quality of the young players in the youth academy, but admitted not all can make the trip. The coach currently has Landry Ferre, Tony Fernandez, Gil Fernandez, Jan Virgili, Juan Hernandez, Ibrahim Diarra, Joffer Torrance, Pedro Fernandez Diarro, Danny Rodriguez and Rooney Bargi under his command. Flick is believed to have told them personally that their inclusion in the tour depends on their performance during the training sessions leading up to departure. Virgili and Torrance, for their part, appear to be strong candidates to make the cut, but the final decision rests with the coach. In the end, 10 players from the current group of 36 will remain in Barcelona. Barcelona's summer saga is heating up fast. Luis Diaz could still be on the table, but time is running out. The club may have missed out on Kuro, but young stars like Jan Virgili and Rooney Bargi are rising fast. Hansi Flick's preseason tour will be the perfect chance to shape his new era, and with transfer wildcards like Denzel Dumfries now on the radar, anything could happen. One thing's for sure, Barca's story this summer is far from over. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who should Flick take to Asia? Should Barca go all in for Diaz? And can Virgili break into the first team? Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an update from Camp Nou.